Hi Nina. In this video I will show you 3 different tools in analytics that might be interesting for you to follow and be able to know how you can use. Analytics is a crazy complex big system, and it can be set up in so many ways, and you can track all kinds of data, and I don't know anything about it. The things I know I've learned by myself, but I think that you can take long educations and be able to do amazing stuff in the system, because when you think about it, the things that we do is a lot about numbers and tracking and analyzing and improving and you know, all about numbers and data. So, and that is what analytics does. It tracks all this data, and there's much more data to track than we even think about. Let me stop talking or start showing you this stuff and how valuable it actually is. The first page you will see is this overview page. You have to go in under the new system, not under, let me show you. Maybe you will see, I think you will see this as the first, so you can close each of them down. I'm not sure what you will see actually, and I'm not sure what language it will be, because I think it will be controlled by the browser you're using. So yeah, so you will have to translate from what my language is here. Well, anyway, each of these are our pages. So let's try and find. First of all, I want to show you some results from this one. The subpage Ansvart 123 band in Sweden. And let's go in under that. So the first thing I can see is the number of visits we have received. We only had tracking data on this page for a little more than a week, so we don't have a lot of data. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to change so I only see the time where we have data, so that the graph will be like this. Now I can see a lot of info here, and I'm not going to go into that. You can look into that if you want, but I want to show you something that is very useful. Here you can see some things in the menu, and this one in Danish is called behavior. And now I'm going to go down on the first one, which is called homepage content, and now I'm going to pick the one called landing page. So what this will tell us is which is the first page that a user sees on this subpage. So of course we can see there's a lot of the subpage presentation pages and all this traffic. You can see 35 visits, 22 visits. All this traffic is coming from the main system, where they have probably bought an inquiry, and then the customer is on the inquiry page, and then he goes to the presentation page. But what you can see down here is that, of course, the top 10 pages also get some traffic. And here we can see that Band till Bryllup in Stockholm already got 12 visits. And 12 visits is kind of cool, because we're talking about how much. First we started on the 27th till the 9th, so it's about 10 days. So it's at least one per day. And now I'm going to find all the top 10 pages, and the way I can do that is to find something unique in those pages, and Book a Band is unique. So let's put that in here. Okay, so now we see that I will go down here and I will take 100 rows, and now you can see all these are top 10 pages in different cities, and jazz band in Göteborg, band til Julfest in Falkenberg, that even got 2. And what we can see up here in the top is that in total we got 170 visits in 10 days. So that's actually 17 visits per day on all the top 10 pages. And we know that the top 10 pages, they can only attract organic traffic. So this is traffic that we don't pay for. So that's interesting to follow, and what will be even more interesting is to see if this graph will go higher and higher and higher, because the more people sign up for the the top 10 pages, the more unique content they will have, and the more Google will probably think this is good content and send more traffic. So I'm expecting that this will go higher and higher and higher, and it's interesting to see that. Another small interesting thing, I have to be careful not to make this video too long, because there will be so many things here that are interesting to dig down in, and now you can just pick what you think is interesting. But this one called bounce rate, I think I told you about the concept of bounce rate. Bounce rate is from the 170 visits we got, how many people didn't do any actions but just clicked back to Google straight away. So our bounce rate is 54, and that means that 54% clicked back straight away. And the reason that is interesting is because we could make some changes, and then we can watch this and see, is our bounce rate actually going down? We can also take some info here and see on the one in Stockholm, Band til Bryllup, it's 50%. Well, down here we have one that it's 100%, and that means that the 4 people that visited this page, all of them, they went back. So we could open up this page, and then we could see what is maybe wrong with this page. Well, one thing that could be wrong could be the number. So it could tell us something that when there's a low number, it kind of makes sense that when there's a low number, people might go back very quick, whereas if this was a top 10, they would be more interested and investigate more in the page. So yeah, many conclusions to be made and many guesses to be made, but now I'm going to end this video because it will get too long if I put more in this video. But I will make a couple of more videos, so you can watch them if you want, and if you think this is boring, then just don't watch them. That's not a problem.